Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Sushant, you've had your fair share of this kind of an up and down, and you know, again, backlash because हमारा small screen छोड़ दिया है, अब हम बड़े पर्दे पर जाएंगे. How did you have a sense of sanity through it all? Because you know, again, I'm trying to highlight that this is all a certain evolutionary journey that she happened to pen down in the form of poetry, and everyone goes through it. So what was your kashmakash like?
So I think I could be wrong, but it works for me. There's two things to narratives. One is somebody taking himself or herself very seriously is in for a different game, and he or she should realize that thing. And it's not wrong or right, but it's different. I don't take myself seriously. I take my work very seriously because those works happen to be my passion. I rig it to my passions. So I take those things, I have to. They command my attention. So I end up taking them very seriously, but I don't take myself very seriously. So when this kind of approach you have in life, when something works, and Natasha would agree to this because this is a letter that Einstein wrote to Madame Curie. And after she got Nobel Prize, and for some reason there were different unwanted stories written about Madame Curie post that, because probably men were not ready. She was the first one to get Nobel. So Einstein wrote a letter, and it ends with this line, and I quote, "If you ever care about what's written about you, measure the length of the article."
Oh, well done. Well done.
So that's a different approach, and I prefer this approach over that.
You know, this can be a really long discussion where there is some paucity of time here. Very quickly, Natasha, tell me, I introduced as an immunologist, just I had to wrap my head around that profession, and then you went on to doing so many other things. Never did I hear my own self mention the word poet. How did this become a form of expression for you?
So, I've always been reading and writing. I've written a lot. You know, I basically wrote my first book when I was 4 years old, which was ironically a biography. But so I've also written poetry, but that's what when I was trying to express my own fears to myself, I didn't really think, oh, do I want to write a story? Do I want to write a poem? I was just like, you know, I just want to reflect on who I am. And this was the, I think, simplest and shortest and most hard-hitting way for me. So who knows, maybe next year I'll write a book.
You never know. Are we expecting more books? Possibly. You never know. All right. Okay, so just for everyone's reference here, her book is divided into 5 parts of poetry, of different sets of poetry. Falling, I want the both of you to listen to it. Falling, recovery, belonging, escape, discovery. That sounds like a life journey here. Yeah. Ekta, I want to ask you, from producing a show right out of a garage to being the owner of this massive media giant, which of these phases were very predominant and hard-hitting in your life?
I'd say all. Every moment is predominant and hard-hitting.
But maybe one that like really instilled fear in you that was like a demon sitting inside of you.
Okay, let me just give you some perspective. I've just started an app. I'm competing the biggest world-known international apps. I think this moment is as scary as the one when I started from my garage. Because I never ever look back, and I never ever sit back to enjoy or feel, you know. Because I actually believe the journey is forward. Let other people reflect. Reflective is not my scene.
My God. Don't you think you're missing out on a little bit? Just, you know.
That's what I actually think I am, but I think I am too focused to have perspective. And I'm not the perspective type. I'm not going to sit back ever and think, oh, I've achieved so much. I'm always going to think, there's so much more to do.
What about you, Sushant? There are 5 phases here: falling, recovery, belonging, escape, discovery. Your life.
While, as ma'am said, all the things that we experience has different layers, and these things are always present. But I would go with belonging, because as much as I can claim to be detached to the narrative that I own, there are people who I cannot let go. There are memories that I cannot let go. I don't want to, not that I can't. I don't want to. I lost my mother in 2002. Everything that's probably good in me is because of her. Everything that I've acquired, right from skills, from riding the bike to learning mathematics, are because of my 4 sisters. If I go with one person, the first person that pops up, if not my family, because of which I am where I am, is the person sitting in front. And also my male friends, don't get mad. Yes, even them. But what I'm saying is letting go is something that I don't want to do rather than I can't do. I get reminded of, since this is poetry, I get reminded of few lines of Cohen, which I realize is the right thing to do, and that keeps me going. I quote, it is, you let go of the grip and then you slip into the masterpiece. Something like that. So yeah, so I'm looking for masterpiece. I'm trying, I'm learning to let go, but it's difficult.
Wow. I think so. I think so. There's just natural rhyming flowing on the stage right now. All right. On that note, I'm gonna put a close to this, and I would also like to invite Mr. Motilal Oswal on stage, along with Mr. Mahavir Jain, who has been instrumental in putting this entire event together. He is a producer and a friend to the family.